Hello students, in today's video I will be posting a few important questions for those who are preparing for PUC supplementary examination. Today's video is about important 5-mark questions. In the coming days I will upload more videos for 5 and 10-mark questions. Please do check my videos daily. Those seeing the channel without subscribing, please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. So now let us get into the video. So the first question which we are going to discuss today is, explain the factors responsible for the rise of new religion. This is a repeated question, so let us see what all points have to be included in the answer. The main factors responsible for the rise of new religion are: first one, complications in Vedic religion. So Vedic religion was very simple in the beginning. So when we have studied about Vedic religion, we have seen that in early Vedic age, the religion was very simple. But later, due to the influence of priests, a number of complications came into the religion. So in later Vedic age, the religion became very complex or complicated. And because of this, people were dissatisfied and they wanted a simple religion. So the complications which crept into Vedic religion was the main reason for the people to want a new religion. So that becomes the first main factor responsible for the rise of new religion. Complications in Vedic religion is the subheading, and then you have to write the explanation. Vedic religion was very simple in the beginning. Later, due to the influence of priests, a number of complications came into the religion. People were dissatisfied and they wanted a simple religion. Now let us move on to the second point, supremacy of the priestly class. Brahmanas established their supremacy over other castes and they enjoyed a number of special privileges. So Brahmanas had a special privilege and they had supremacy over the other castes. It was impossible for the people to perform yajnas without priest. So without a priest, it was impossible for the people to do any puja, yaga or yajna. And they regarded themselves as superior to all. So Brahmanas, they regarded themselves as superior to all. So because of all these, the people wanted a new religion in which everyone was treated equal. So that is the second reason, second factor responsible for the rise of new religion, supremacy of priestly class, heading. Then explanation is, Brahmanas established their supremacy over other castes and they enjoyed a number of special privileges. It was impossible for the people to perform yagas and yajnas without priests. Priests were Brahmins and they regarded themselves superior to all. So when the question comes, main factor responsible for rise of new religion, you have to write the first point, complications in Vedic religion. Second is supremacy of priestly class. Now the third point is animal sacrifices. Animal sacrifices became a part of ritual and it was very costly to practice. So animal sacrifice was a part of Vedic ritual and animal sacrifice was very costly to practice. People lost their belief in existing religion because of this. Yagas and rituals were recommended for worldly attainments like getting children, victory in war, cure for disease. If any of the needs came, the priestly class recommended that you will have to do a yaga or a ritual. That became a very costly practice and this made the people dissatisfied. So the third reason is animal sacrifice. Animal sacrifice became a part of ritual and it was very costly to practice. People lost their belief in the existing religion. Yagas and yajnas were recommended for worldly attainments like getting children, victory in war, cure for diseases, etc. So this was the third reason for the factors responsible for the rise of new religion. Next, the fourth reason is chanting of mantras. Vedic literature was in Sanskrit and it was mastered by the priestly class. So all the Vedic literature was written in Sanskrit language. And the problem was this Sanskrit language was mastered mainly by the priestly class. It was not possible for the common people to understand the mantra, and without clear understanding, people lost faith in chanting mantras. So common people did not know Sanskrit. So for them it was very difficult to understand the mantra. And without understanding, simply chanting a mantra without knowing its meaning is useless. So people lost their faith in chanting mantras. So the fourth reason is chanting of mantras. Vedic literature was in Sanskrit language and it was mastered by the priestly class. It was not possible for the common people to understand the mantra, and without clear understanding, people lost faith in the mantra. The next point, that is the fifth point, is caste system. During this time, there was discrimination among the different castes. So during the Vedic age, there was a lot of discrimination among the different castes. There was the caste divisions like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So there was a lot of discrimination among the different castes. Brahmanas had enjoyed high status in society and Shudras had to suffer untold misery. So as we have already seen, the higher class was the Brahmana class and the Shudras had to suffer a lot of miseries. So the people became unhappy due to this inequality. So that was the fifth reason, caste system. During this time there was a lot of discrimination among the different castes. Brahmanas had enjoyed high status in society and Shudras had to suffer untold miseries, and the people became unhappy due to this inequality. So the third reason we studied animal sacrifice, fourth is chanting of mantras, and fifth is caste system. Now the last reason for the last factor responsible for the rise of new religion, birth of great personalities. It was during this situation there arose two great personalities, namely Mahavira and Gautama Buddha. Now people were having a lot of dissatisfaction related to their religion, and it was during this time that two great personalities came. One is Mahavira and one is Gautama Buddha. So the simple principles of life in the language of common people attracted the people towards a new faith. So these two personalities, that is Gautama Buddha and Mahavira, they preached simple principles of life. So their principles were very simple and they preached in the language of common people. So these two things, preaching simple principles and in the language of common people, these two things attracted people towards the new faith, and that was the main factor for the rise of new religion, and those two new religions were Jainism and Buddhism. So we have studied different factors responsible for the rise of new religion. First is complication in Vedic religion, second supremacy of priestly class, third animal sacrifice, fourth chanting of mantras, fifth caste system, and sixth point, birth of great personalities. So if you write all these points with a small explanation, it becomes a proper answer for the question, explain the factors responsible for rise of new religion. So now let us move on to the next important 5-mark question. Discuss the personality of Swami Vivekananda. So when a question is coming about a personality, the first part we have to write about his birth and his basic details you will have to write. So the first point, he was born on January 12th, 1863 at Calcutta. So Swami Vivekananda was born on January 12th, 1863 at Calcutta. His original name was Narendranatha Datta. So the original name of Swami Vivekananda was Narendranatha Datta. He participated in the Conference of World Religions held at Chicago in America in 1893 as the representative of Hinduism. So one of the main achievements of Swami Vivekananda was that he participated in the Conference of World Religions. This conference was held at Chicago in America in 1893, and there he represented Hinduism. He influenced Americans by his speeches and thoughts. He also traveled to important countries of Europe and spread the message of Hinduism. So Swami Vivekananda was born on January 12, 1863 at Calcutta. His original name was Narendranath Datta. He participated in the Conference of World Religion held at Chicago in America as a representative of Hinduism. He influenced Americans by his speeches and his thoughts, and he also traveled to other important European countries to spread the message of Hinduism. He established Vedanta Samaja in America and European countries to spread the message of Hinduism. So one of the main motive of Swami Vivekananda was to spread the message of Hinduism, and for that purpose he established Vedanta Samaja in America and other European countries. The Ramakrishna Mission was founded by him in 1897 at Belur Mutt in Bengal. So after establishing Vedanta Samaj in America, he established the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897 at Belur Mutt in Bengal. The mission works for the religious and social upliftment of the people. So Ramakrishna Mission basically works for the religious and social upliftment of the people. It runs educational institutions, hospitals, orphanages and old age homes. Under Ramakrishna Mission, there are many educational institutions, hospitals, orphanages and many old age homes are also there. It also serves the people in times of natural calamities like flood, famine, epidemics, etc. So Ramakrishna Mission also does a lot of social service, and it helps the people in time of natural calamities like floods, famines, epidemics, etc. The branches of Ramakrishna Mission have been established all over the world. Vivekananda believed in the unity of all religions and preached tolerance, equality and cooperation among the people of all faith. So Vivekananda basically said about unity of all religion. He also preached tolerance, equality and cooperation among the people of all faith. He gave importance to education, emancipation of women and eradication of poverty. So other than all these works, he also gave importance to education. That is why under Ramakrishna Mission many educational institutions were there, emancipation of women and eradication of poverty. So Swami Vivekananda established Vedanta Samaja in America and European countries. Basically it was to spread the message of Hinduism. The Ramakrishna Mission was founded by him in 1897 at Belur Mutt in Bengal. It works for the religious and social upliftment of the people. Ramakrishna Mission runs many educational institutions, hospitals, orphanages and old age homes. It also serves the people in times of natural calamities like floods, famine, epidemics, etc. The branches of Ramakrishna Mission have been established all over the world. And Vivekananda believed in unity of all religion, and he preached tolerance, equality and cooperation among people of all faith. He also gave importance to education, emancipation of women and eradication of poverty. His message to the youth was awake, arise, stop not till the goal is reached. So the message of Swami Vivekananda to the youth of the country was awake, arise and stop not till the goal is reached. Vivekananda is also called the patriotic saint of India, as his speeches and writings influenced the growth of nationalism. So Vivekananda is known all over the world as the patriotic saint of India. Why? Because his speeches and writings influenced the growth of nationalism. So his message to the youth, awake, arise, stop not till the goal is reached. Vivekananda is called the patriotic saint of India, as his speeches and writings influenced the growth of nationalism. He published an English newspaper, Prabuddha Bharata, and a Bengali newspaper, Udbodhana. So two important publishing by Swami Vivekananda. One is an English newspaper, Prabuddha Bharata, and one is a Bengali newspaper, Udbodhana. So all these are the important points regarding Swami Vivekananda. So if a question comes, describe the personality of Swami Vivekananda, you have to write all these points. The next important 5-mark question is explain the social conditions of Aryans. See, this video is already explained in a video which I have already uploaded. So that link I have given in the description box. It will be in the, if you search in the playlist for preparations for PUC examination, you can see many important questions which are given. You can refer to all those. I have given the link for that playlist also. So this question also is very important. Explain the social conditions of Aryans. Link is given in the description box. Next question also is an already explained question. Explain the conquest of Samudragupta. This question is repeated many times in your exams. So for this question also I have given the link in the description box. So for the time being you can learn these 4 questions very thoroughly, and next video will be coming very soon. You can also refer to the exam preparation video which I have already told about. This exam preparation video is there in the playlist. There is a separate playlist for that, and I have uploaded many important questions in that playlist. Many videos are there. I have given link in the description box and also in the end card. You can refer to that. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Thank you for watching.